Good evening. This is CTV News for Monday, April 30th. I'm Sonia Shrivastava. Glad to have you with us tonight. Well, a man accused of fatally stabbing his pregnant girlfriend to death will be held without bond. 22-year-old Nathan Rogers of District Heights made his first court appearance today. Prosecutors say Rogers will be charged with first-degree murder in the killing of 23-year-old Jasmine Ross. Moss was pregnant with Rogers' child. Police discovered her body in the trunk of a car in District Heights on Friday. Rogers was on house arrest for a separate assault conviction, and authorities believe that when Moss came to visit him at his home, that's when the crime occurred.
Visited him in this home. We believe that the murder occurred in the home, and then what happened after that, all of those matters are still under investigation. But we believe that he was in his home on home detention at the time that the offense occurred.
Nathan Rogers could have walked away from the relationship he never had to interact with Jasmine ever again. Now we would never have the opportunity to meet the child and to see Jasmine's bright smile and witty sense of humor.
The family was welcoming the child as our first grand. So we were willing and able to take care of the child.
Meanwhile, State's Attorney Angela Alstor-Brooks is sharing her views on a ruling by Maryland's Court of Appeals that prohibits the collection of DNA samples from suspects. The court says the law violated a suspect's Fourth Amendment right to be free from unreasonable search and seizure.
We are never interested in violating people's rights. We respect the court's ruling. Again, we will join the governor and the other state's attorneys as we feel that this really is an important tool. Every case to us and every opportunity we have to bring justice to a family is extremely important to us. So if it prevents...
Alstor-Brooks says she and other state's attorneys from Maryland are trying to put the pressure on Douglas Gansler to appeal the court decision. Well, 2 University of Maryland students find themselves fearing for their lives when they are held at gunpoint near inside their house. The incident happened just blocks away from campus on Curry Place in Adelphi. Police say 3 suspects entered the home through an unlocked door.
3 unknown males entered the home at 8311 Curry Place in Adelphi, Maryland. Entered the home, demanded these students, which we discovered that these were University of Maryland students, they demanded their money, at which time they were able to get money from the students and they fled the scene.
You don't know who's in and out of your home. You don't know what these people see that they saw that was of value, decided to come back, and you think that you're being victimized. What about your neighbors?
The students were not injured during the invasion. The investigation is ongoing. Well, it's a popular grocery store, but not everyone wants to see one in Prince George's County. There's a proposal on the table to build a Whole Foods market, along with housing, a hotel, and retail and office space in Riverdale. It would be 36 acres along Route 1 north of East-West Highway. The problem is that some residents are concerned about the impact on traffic and the environment and overall quality of life. Both critics and supporters spoke at a county council hearing today.
My concern is with the traffic and with the loss of the woodlands. The woodlands are a beautiful national treasure, and they've been there and people walk through them, and animals live there, and 2 wonderful deer that I ran across last week, and we watched each other for a little while.
It provides a really incredible economic opportunity, not just for Riverdale Park, but for the county as a whole. It's not just about a Whole Foods, but that's also part of the touchstone. It's about image. It's about saying this is the kind of development that we can attract in our community. When I talked earlier, I talked about, bars, restaurants, other things. Those are not bad uses, maybe, but this is the kind of use that is generally helpful for the entirety of the community and the kind of visibility that we'd like to see in our county.
No word yet on when the council will vote on the zoning bill that would allow the project to move forward. Well, a Montgomery County school that won a National Blue Ribbon Award in 2009 is being accused of cheating to improve its test scores. In an article, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution questions the spikes in scores in 27 schools across the country, including Highland Elementary in Silver Spring. Montgomery County School Superintendent Dr. Joshua Starr called the report irresponsible journalism. He credits the turnaround to great leadership and a motivated staff. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Sonia Shrivastava.